when so-called Halloween comes around, right? And say your child wants to be Superman, right? And he puts on that costume. He walks around, I'm Superman, because it puts the spirit on him. The same thing with a man wearing a woman's garment and a woman wearing a man's garment. When a man puts on, they so-called, trying to find the right word, elemental people, alphabet people, gay people, all right? They're more feminine than a woman, because that's the spirit that's on them. Give me, John 6:63. Right? Because everything that we do is spiritual. In fact, before we go there, give me Zephaniah. All right? Because people think that just because I'm wearing pants or a man's wearing a dress, God's not going to judge them or help hold them accountable. But God does. Give me that.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass.
And it shall come to pass, meaning this is going to happen. Read.
In the day of the Lord's sacrifice.
The day of the Lord's sacrifice means when this world comes to an end, when the destruction comes, read.
That I will punish the princes and the king's children.
I will punish the princes and the king's children, which are Israel. These 12 tribes right here. Read.
And all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
So all that are clothed with strange apparel, God's going to judge them. So don't think on the day of judgment, when that sky cracks open and Christ comes with them big black angels, that if a woman's caught with pants on, she's not going to be judged. She's going to be judged for that because she's out of order. Give me Corinthians. Give me the divine order. Because there's an order to everything. All right, God has a divine order. This is your son? Okay. Are you married? Okay, all praises. How long have you been married?
11 years.
All praises. That's the law. I'll give you that also.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So the head of every man is Christ. Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The man is the head of the woman. Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
Even Christ has the answer to the Most High. So that's God's divine order. The woman is over the children. But she has to answer to her husband, who is her Lord. Read. But now that man has to be in order. Don't get it twisted. If he's out there being a nigga in the streets, then what can I tell you? But these men here, us, we're married. So we are over our wives. And we keep them in subjection because that's God's order. That's his law. It doesn't mean we abuse our wives because we treat our wives like we treat ourselves. That's the commandment. Give me, what was I asking for?
You want Hebrews 13:4? Or?
Yeah.
The book of Hebrews.
Now, being that you're married, all right, this is a law that you actually keep it. Read.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is honorable. God only acknowledges marriage. Legal marriage bound with pen and paper. Husband and wife, legally married, not boyfriend and girlfriend. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
And the bed is undefiled. So what you do in your bedroom, that's between you and your husband. As long as y'all are not breaking any laws, bringing anybody else into your bed, any animals in your bed, any wild stuff, people do it. No. Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
Whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. A whoremonger is a man who goes from woman to woman, or a woman who goes from man to man. All right?
That's right.
And an adulterer is a man or woman who steps out of the marriage and engages in a sexual act with someone else. Now it says God will judge, which means that's where you got your herpes, that's where you got your AIDS,
that's right.
That's where you got your syphilis,
that's right.
That's where you got your gonorrhea.
That's right.
These are judgments from the Most High. Person can go out there and do it one time, and bam, get judged. Mother's Day. Do you celebrate Mother's Day? Why?
I I probably shouldn't, but I just do it just because it's there. And I know they're man-made or whatever.
They're pagan. Let me give you
I think I got one.
no, that's for Mother's Day. Alright. Mother's Day is a pagan holiday. Alright. First of all,
But
you're
all
putting
holidays are, right?
yes, all man-made holidays are. Alright. God gives us our holidays in the book of Leviticus. Alright, days we're to celebrate. Passover, which just passed. We got the Feast of Dedication, which is called a Hanukkah. Alright, Tabernacle. Alright, we got Pentecost coming up. We got all these days. The Sabbath, today is the Sabbath day. Okay, so these are God's high holy days. When you get into Easter, it's pagan. When you get into Christmas, Christ wasn't born on December 25th. All right. When you get into Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays, all these things are pagan customs. Take a birthday, for example.
Birthdays. I thought birthday was one of the ones that was just was okay. I mean, you was born that day, even though it wasn't the year.
Yeah, give me Joe. Let's start with Joe. Let me ask you something. On a birthday, right? What are the traditions of a birthday? What do you do?
I don't
When you got little children,
you talking about cakes and stuff?
When you got little children, what do you do?
The cakes and the parties.
Okay, cakes. What goes on the cake?
Candle.
Right. What goes on the child's head?
A hat.
Little pointy hat, right? Right. And what do you tell the child to do?
Before they blow the candles out, pray for what they make a wish.
Now don't that sound like witchcraft? Don't that sound, think about it. I want you to close your eyes, put on this pointy, when you look at Harry Potter, you got little pointy hats on, right? Represents a wizard. Witchcraft. Now you're gonna have candles. You're gonna close your eyes, you're gonna make a wish, and you're gonna blow the candle out. That's a pagan custom. That's witchcraft. Give me that.
The book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 1.
This is what happened to Job.
There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
Job was a perfect man. God favored Job. Read.
And one that feared God and eschewed evil.
He feared God. Keep reading.
And there were born unto him 7 sons.
He had 7 sons.
And 3 daughters.
3 daughters.
Verse 4. And his sons went and feasted in their houses, every one his day.
Everyone his day. They feasted in their houses. Everyone his day. What was his day? His birthday. Their birthday. Read.
And sent and called their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them.
So they called their sisters, I'm having a birthday party. Read.
Verse 5. And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning, and offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all.
He knew his children was doing wrong by celebrating their birthday, because what they're doing, when you celebrate your birthday, you're putting yourself above the Most High. All right? God says, thou shalt not worship any idols or anything other than himself. He's a jealous God. Okay? So now, when you celebrate your birthday, you're praising yourself. And God said, don't do that. He said, don't do that. Continue.
For Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned and cursed God in their hearts.
So, his sons sinned by celebrating their birthday, and he would have to send up burnt offerings and prayers to ask God to forgive them because they didn't know what they were doing.
That's right.
Give me when he did.
One more. I gotta go home.
Okay. Oh, one more. You gonna go buy something to eat?
I'm going home to eat.
You're going home to eat. What are you gonna eat?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you know today's the Sabbath day?
We haven't even had breakfast yet, so.
Okay. Do you know today's the Sabbath day?
You just told me that.
Okay. Do you know
So
what?
do y'all fast?
Actually,
I fasted long enough.
actually, we're fasting today.
I,
All right, we're doing a congregational fast. But on the Sabbath day, we're not to cook. We're not to buy and sell. We're not to cook. So on the Sabbath day, we eat cold food, or the food that was prepared yesterday before the Sabbath came in, and we don't heat anything up. We don't use a microwave. We don't make hot coffee. You know, we have iced coffee. We have sandwiches, fruit. And it's good for your body. It gives your body a break from all that other stuff. You got that?
The book of Exodus, chapter 16 and verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord.
So, he's saying tomorrow is the Sabbath day. Read.
Bake that which you will bake today.
Bake what you're going to bake today before the Sabbath. The Sabbath came in last night at dark. All right? And it's over when it gets dark this evening. Okay? So, during the day, we prepare food for today. Read.
And see that you will see, and that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So seed means to boil. If you're going to boil something, if you're going to boil eggs, if you're going to boil chicken, if you're going to boil anything, you do it before the Sabbath comes in. You can eat it that night, and then what you got left over, you can eat the next day, but you're not going to heat it up.
That's right.
Or if you want to eat it, you wait till the sun goes down, and then you heat it up, because the Sabbath will be over. Read.
And they laid it up till the morning, as Moses bade, and it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein.
Okay, so basically, if you're hungry, you're going to go home and eat. Now, according to keeping God's laws, you can go home and make a sandwich. You can go home and have cereal. You can have some fruit, grapefruit. You bought that today. You broke the Sabbath, but you didn't know, did you? Buying and selling. All right?
That's right.
Because we're not to buy and sell on the Sabbath day. That's why we come out here to teach our people and edify our people. Because they don't know any better. Before we came into truth, we did the same thing. Somebody had to tell us. Give me that.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 10 and verse 31.
Bring it out.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any fiddles on the Sabbath to sell.
Okay, so during this time, we were in Jerusalem, right? And what would happen when the Sabbath was coming in, they would close the gates. All right? So anybody on the inside of the gates of Jerusalem had to observe the Sabbath. And if they brought anything in to sell, read.
That we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
So we wouldn't buy it.
That's right.
We couldn't sell.
That's right.
So they would have to keep the Sabbath until the Sabbath was over, and then they could sell their wares.
That's
But
right.
while the Sabbath was in, you cannot buy or sell or cook. All right? These are things that we're commanded to do by God. This is part of the 10 Commandments. You've seen the 10 Commandments. All right. That's the, let's go to Exodus on that right quick.
Bring it out.
The Sabbath day.
Yes, sir.
And actually, give me honor thy father and mother also.
Yes, sir.
And actually going over it now.
So you want to top from the first commandment?
Yeah, no, just
Sabbath.
give me a Sabbath.
Yes, sir.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day.
God tells us to remember the Sabbath day. All right? When somebody tells you to remember something, that means you what? You might forget it. So they're calling you to remember. Because when we were in Egypt, we were used to the Egyptian customs. Just like we're here in America. We don't know who we are because we lost everything through captivity, through slavery. We don't know we're Israel. So now, and it's been there in the Bible all this time. Everybody got a Bible in their house, but don't nobody pick it up to read it.
That's right.
Or the pastor will say, read Psalms 23, the Lord is my shepherd. Or they'll go to John 3:16. All right? But they don't know the Bible. Very few people pick it up. Very few people know how to read it. So God is telling us to remember the Sabbath day because while we were in Egypt, we forgot it.
That's right.
While we're here in America, we forgot it. It was taken away from us. We think, oh, the white Jews, they observe the Sabbath. They Jewish. They the Jews. No, they're not. We are the Jews.
That's right.
All right, we're the real Jews.
I know.
All right, keep reading.
Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy.
Keep it holy, means sanctified. Read.
6 days shalt thou labor, and do all thy work.
So God says 6 days of the week you can go handle all your business. Read.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
That's
The
right.
seventh day is the Sabbath. What day is the first day of the week? What day is the first day of the week, sister?
The first day of the week, Sunday.
Right. Right. Exactly. Keep reading.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So the seventh day is today, which is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Sister, brother. Okay? This is why we have a hard time bringing our people up. Because they're indoctrinated into the Christian churches.
That's right.
And they believe that I go to church on Sunday, I give my tithes, I thank the Lord for the week, and ta-da. No. Sunday, like you said, is the first day of the week. Today is the Sabbath day. They think Sunday is the Sabbath day because the Christian church indoctrinated them into believing that.
That's
going
right.
all the way back to slavery. We were programmed this way.
Bring it out.
So it's hard after 400 years of oppression to try to get that out of us. We still got sin in us. We ain't perfect, but we're striving. We're working towards it. We're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
That's all God asked us to do. It's very simple. It's like, that's your son. When he does something wrong, what do you do?
Put him in check.
You punish him. That's what the Most High God did to us.
That's right.
I know.
This is our punishment. That's
right.
why we're at the bottom when we should be at the top. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. This is the last scripture I'm gonna give you. So I know you want to eat. Your stomach growling, but that's all right.
The last, what is it? The last shall be first.
The first shall be last. Yeah.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
But we're the first. Read.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
For we are an holy people unto the Lord thy God. God favors us over all the other people. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
He chose us. He chose Israel to be a special people unto himself.
That's right.
Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Read that again.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
One more
That's
time.
right.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's
Know
right.
that God chose you above all these other people on the earth. The white, the Chinese, the East Indian, the Asian. They're nothing. They're nothing. God don't like them. He favors us over everyone. Read.
That's right.
The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number.
He didn't choose us because we were a multitude. We were his favorite. That's why these laws are only given to us.
That's right.
That's why these commandments are only given to us. That's why it's up to us that are awake to wake up our brothers and sisters, to have them come up out of the stupor, to have you, a woman, dressed in modest apparel. What happens? When men see you dressed in jeans, they, yo, shorty, what's up? I want to holler at you.
Yeah, that's right.
But when they see you dressed in modest apparel, they don't know how to approach you.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.